where her mind's at, you know, what she's looking for, and just to get to know her as a person.
Hi.
How you doing, Miss Queen?
It's good to meet
Hello,
you.
nice to meet you.
Yes, it is. You're beautiful.
Thank you, thank you.
Hey guys, and welcome to Little Blackbird Another One. We're talking to you guys about Mike and dealing with Kayla, and we're talking about the fact that these two play chess with one another. Okay, they've been playing it since the last episode. We've seen how both of them actually clearly do have a one another, but I feel like they're putting up walls to one another. I think there's a game that's at foot here. I think she finds him attractive. I think he finds Kayla attractive. But in order for them to surpass and go to that next level, one of them is going to have to put their guard down. One of them has to. All right, I mean, it takes two to tango, but they're going to have to put their guard down if they're going to want to progress. And that's the one thing I believe Mike and Kayla are lacking, and what's going to be a struggle for them. Neither of them wants to put the guard down. Each of them are playing chess, and one of them wants to say checkmate. Well, listen, let's discuss a bit more about their connection, and let me know your thoughts as well down below in the comment section as to what you thought about Mike and Kayla. All right, let's go ahead. Before we do, let's get a little rolling off the, intro, baby. You know what I'm saying? I gotta let you know what it is. Gotta let you know what it is, baby. All right, let's go.
You know what time it is. Time it is. Time it is. Time it is. Time it is.
Yes, we're talking to you guys obviously about Ready to Love, dealing with episode 4, but specifically we're talking about Mike and Kayla. Let's have a little look at their clips.
So y'all started feeling each other? Or?
Definitely feel each other, but ain't feel each other. Yeah.
Now, these two are a beautiful couple, beautiful looking people, chocolate, radiant, and just flowing with an abundance of melanin, okay? Now, when these two decide to talk, you can see the chemistry. You can see that there's sexual chemistry. But what we're lacking is real depth conversation between the two of them. We saw a little bit of that at the bowling alley where he said she was 30 and a bit young, but then still decided to try and pursue and play. And I felt like she, Kayla kind of mentioned about, wanting, not to be judged by her age and that she's very mature for it. And I almost felt like in that moment, okay, Michael's going to say, okay, she's too young for me. I'm going to leave it alone. Now, this could be Mike playing to stay in the game, and I can understand that. Just trying to stay in the show, you got to keep your connects going. But I think he does like Kayla, and I think the age thing might be a thing on his mind. But when you start saying those things, what it does is it starts putting the negatives out there ahead of the relationship, or less ahead of the connection you're trying to make. And what that does is it plants a seed of doubt. Okay, and what it does also make it feel like is that person can never be your first. They can never be your first choice. And in that case, the person also who's on the receiving end is gonna act accordingly. If I don't feel like I'm your first choice, or I can't be your first choice because I'm 30 and under the age, then guess what? I'm gonna play the game too. I know I fancy you and you fancy me, and in terms of look wise, but I'm gonna play the game. Okay, I'm gonna play the game and you're gonna play the game. All right, let's watch a little bit more.
Kayla, she's a beautiful person, but I'm knowing more every day about her, but she's definitely a beautiful person.
You have to look at all.
Now, I don't know if you heard what he said there. Kayla's a very beautiful person, get to know her more and more, but yeah, Kayla's a beautiful person again. What do we, she's beautiful, is that it? Is that all we've discovered really from each other, sir? And it's no blast at Mike, but it's more of a case of that was a bit of a shallow answer. She's a beautiful girl. Okay, yeah, give me something. Do you find her intriguing? Like, do you have good chats? Like, do we have the same interests? Do we have the same vision, same goals? Like, what is it, Mike? Give me something. And it may have been edited out and cut out. It may have done. But I'm not really getting the depth from Mike in this particular interaction with Kayla. And let's watch a little bit more.
All the aspects of a person's life.
Yeah.
To see if they're compatible with your life and your morals. And
I love what, Tommy's wife is saying here. Sorry, I forgot her name. It's gone out of my head. She's saying that make sure your morals and your ambitions, your goals are all matching, which is what we just said a minute ago. And if that's not the conversation, then we're not really having a conversation. What we're really doing is setting ourselves up to fail. If we want more than just sex. If we just want sex, then by all means, we're in the right space. Keep on going what you're doing. Keep on doing what you're doing. You're in the right place. If that's all we want, if that's what we came for, right? But if we're looking for more, we're looking for substance, we're looking for depth, we're looking for some roots that can hold us down and actually make us stay, then most definitely we're going to need more than just she beautiful. Because you're way too beautiful, girl. That's why it will never work. Anyway, let's get into this video.
what you believe in.
Right.
Because life is hard. And all kind of stuff is going to get thrown at you. What about the age difference? Are both of you comfortable?
Now, the age conversation is going to come up once again. What I didn't notice as well about Mike and Kayla, they both agreed with her points that she made. They actually both really nodded their head. They were like, like she was talking sense, she was talking wisdom, she was talking truth. Love that. I think with Mike and with Kayla, and the reason why I called it they're playing chess is because whenever you don't want to be vulnerable, whenever you don't want to open yourself up, whenever you don't want to place trust in another person's hand, whenever you don't want to give your heart over, but you want to play the game that's close to that, you're playing chess. What you're trying to do is checkmate the other person rather than actually connecting with the other person. You're out here moving your chess pieces across the board to try and see how you can outmaneuver the opponent rather than actually trying to connect with that person. You're taking every action of theirs as a move on the board rather than being a connection. Every action, every word, every movement is now very much more calculated in your eyes into the other person. That's when you're playing chess. When you stop trying to connect and you start trying to outmaneuver the other person, outplay the other person, outthink the other person, so that what? You don't get hurt. You play chess when you don't want to get hurt. You play chess when you don't want to be vulnerable. You play chess when you don't want to be the one that falls first. You know what I mean? Like Alicia Keys.
With the age
Well, this
difference?
is my preferred age.
Okay. Okay.
Not mine, but I'll tolerate it.
You're-
Now, okay, look, he makes these jokes about age. I'm not mad, but I'll tolerate it. Now, if you notice just before that as well, when they mentioned age, Kayla was like, basically, he's the one with the problem, whatever. She's cool with it, but basically, he's the one with the problem, as she pointed towards him. But then he made a joke again about the age situation, which is not going to help secure this relationship. It's not going to make Kayla feel secure in the interaction, right? That's what I'm saying to you, that Mike needs to chill on the jokes, because there is actually an age gap between the two of them, and making jokes about the age gap makes it seem as if you're not comfortable. Makes it seem as if you don't want that. You're not seeing the age gap as something that is sensible, right? Because you're laughing it off and you're making it into a joke rather than be like, hey, do you know what? I thought about the age gap, but you know what? She's mature for her age and we get along. We have a banner, we laugh, right? And those are things that are going to show me that you're confirming, that you're agreeing, and you're seeing the other person as a possibility. Hey, look, do you know what? Hey, the age thing at first got me, but you know what? As we started talking, as we started relating to one another, and I get it, Mike wants to make a joke and everything, but whenever you make a joke about something that could be sensitive, because age is a big gap between the two of them, then you have to really be thinking, what does he really feel about age? Because he might tell me, oh, he's okay, but making the jokes as he is could be really masking how you truly feel about age gap. That's why when you make those kind of jokes, it don't bang.
Wow.
well, I'm going to let you all get back to getting to know each other.
Nice
And it was
meeting you.
nice.
If you look at their body language as well, they're not comfortable. You see there's the gap between the two of them. You notice Mike's hands is to himself. Notice Mike's hands, he keeps it to himself. He doesn't move his hands. Like, if you watch, look, she's even leaning away at this point, right? She's leaning away. She's not even with it no more because he's not giving answers that are going to draw her closer. And Mike's doing it on purpose. Yeah, he's playing hard to get. He's playing chess, and she's also playing chess, right? She doesn't want to be vulnerable because she's not sure about his intentions. He doesn't want to be vulnerable with her because I don't think he trusts that I don't think he can trust that he can tame her at this particular point in time. He doesn't feel like he has her heart to tame her yet. So he gonna play some games, play it from the backboard, play it from the back of the court, you know, do some deep baseline shots because you don't want to get caught out and you want to share your heart with another person just in case they feel they have a one-up on you. This is about invulnerability and feeling vulnerable and feeling like you're gonna be weak if you share your thoughts and your feelings with one another. And that's why we're getting this body language right now where they're literally together but separate.
Thank you. Good luck finding love with each other or someone else.
Now, they got a little bit closer there towards the end when they started laughing, but there's really a chess game going on between the two of them. If Mike and Kayla can look beyond the fact that that person could potentially could hurt them, look, let me be honest with you guys. Being hurt is real, and I understand that. But when you're vulnerable and transparent, it actually means that you actually have the upper hand. What do I mean by this? Well, actually, now when you're open and transparent, you can actually tell the person what you want. And if they don't fulfill what you want, you can leave. It's when you don't tell the person what you want that they can play with you in the grey area. But if you say, look, I really like you, I think you're really cool, and I would love to be in a relationship with you, and the person goes, whew, I mean, I like you too, but you know what? I'm not seeing a relationship. Boom, they've said what they need to say. Or they go, I'm not really sure. Then when they're not sure, you know to pack your bags. There's no need to wait around. Pack your bags and be out. You know what I'm saying? So vulnerability and being honest and transparent about how you feel and where you stand really means it exposes the other person to really be either honest or deceitful or untruthful, whatever you want to call it. But you'll know your answer simply by what they respond with. Somebody wants you, they're going to confirm and want you. All right? So like it, share, subscribe. Click on the bell button for notification uploads. We appreciate you guys. Stay locked and stay loaded. We'll see you again.